Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you how to change the front brakes on a Kawasaki Bayou 220. This range is for basically all the models specific of the ones, four-wheel drive ones, which are like from the early 90s. But this is, I'll give you your sizes real quick. I don't know why this camera's all funny. But your wheel bolts, 17 millimeter or 11/16 to remove the wheel. Remove the wheel first, then the little rubber boot. It's a lot easier that way. Your hub is going to be 15/16, but it should not be very tight because it's cotter pinned. So with that out the way, we're going to raise it up. I'm going to lift it right there at that base of the frame. Just enough to get the wheel off the ground. This one is still nice and tight, but there's no pad left. So I'm going to set you up on this kickstand, all live action, mind the clicking. Get this thing locked down here for you. Oh, almost. Alright, you good? Alright. Got my electric rattle gun here. I'll pop this off real quick. Now's a good time to check your ball joints and tie rods. This specific machine doesn't have a ball joint, it has a kingpin. But, see, there's a little bit of play there. You can almost hear it. Tie rod wise, we're in good shape. I mean, the thing is like 20 years old. First in 1980. Put those in a safe place. Pop that off, put it to the side. A rubber boot here. A little bit of shmoo in there. Here's a cotter pin. See, this is only finger tight. The cotter pin's what holds that in place. Get me a pair of needle nose pliers. I have some around here somewhere. There they went. I have to get a flathead screwdriver to pop these loose. And they're kind of tight, which is a good thing. I know y'all have better things to do than to watch me struggle with a cotter pin for 5 minutes. There it is. One cotter pin removed. Wheel nut. It does have some fight to it. 15/16 once again, if it gives you trouble. Here's your wheel nut. I'm going to clean that off to make sure it doesn't fight again. There's a little spacer for your seal. Remember to keep that in a safe place. You don't want to lose that or you'll have no seal there. Now, I'm going to grab 8mm wrench right here. We're going to take all the slack off of the pre-adjuster. Be a wise idea to grab a brush and clean all of the shmoo off of the threads. That way, I gotta find one again. I am just not organized today. I am sorry. There it is. A brush. Clean this off a good bit. Try and get most of the stuff off of there. This is your pre-adjuster for as the brake wears, you tighten this up. So, get your 8mm, put it on this nut back here. Just take all the tension off of it. That way it's easier to put the new brake pads back on. If it happens to be bent, which most of the time they are because these things encounter sticks and stuff, show you a trick. Get you a Canadian any size wrench. Throw it on here like so. And you start cranking. And yes, by the way, it is Mardi Gras right now. Today is Fat Tuesday here where I live. No, I don't like parades. Growing up here, there's some people, you just get tired of it. I really don't enjoy it. I mean, it used to be fun when I was a kid, but when I was in school, I was in the band. I marched in all the parades. I've dealt with the drunk people. I've just had enough of it. This thing's about as tuckered out as can be. I have to put some oil on there. Try to hesitate from oil and things like this because then oil collects dust and it makes it worse for the next time. Sorry if y'all find this to be a long video. I figured I'd just shoot it live action. Don't have to edit it. Just get it over with, get it out to y'all. Y'all know what to do. Oh, it's bent, but it's coming. There we go. Gotta pass the bad section. We go. One drum. You can see it's all full of mud. It's because there's no seal here. It's missing. So, ain't much you can do about that. I'm going to clean this backing plate up, clean up the inside here to try and make the brake pads last a little longer. Take off your old brake shoes. It's very simple. Pry forward, stay off. Just like that. I'm going to pause real quick just because I know y'all don't want to see me with a brush here for 20 minutes scraping all this off. And I'll get right back with you. Sorry for the shaky camera mount. I just noticed that. So, I have cleaned the backing plate and cleaned the drum. You can see the wear surface is clean. That's what matters. Well, maybe you can't see it. Sorry. There. The wear surface is clean. I use this to run inside here like that. Clean the wear surface. Wire wheel. Same thing with this. Ran the wire wheel in there just for a little speed's sake. If you can notice, that center hub is all full of schmoo, so I'm going to clean that off real quick. I bought Chinese brake pads because they're cheap. Most likely going to have to trim to fit, because that's typically how it is with the China stuff. So we're going to test real quick. Here's your number if you're interested in ordering. Got these off of eBay from some whatever California distributor. Shiny. Make sure you don't have any oil on your hands, you'll ruin the material. Once again, this four-wheeler, there's not much help for it. Tech tip, if you notice the springs are hooked on one side, not on the other. Makes it where you can bend them like that and the springs don't fall out, which is nice. If you look at the brake pads closely, you have a flat side, you have a round side. You also notice, because these are Chinese, it's oval, not round. Stock ones are still round. If you look on the old cylinder or backing plate down there, round side, flat side. So your brake orientation is like so. The flat side being forward. The way it works is when you squeeze your brake handle, it rotates that little flat thing and it makes these open, just like that. Very simple. Not great, but it gets the job done. let's see if they fit first try, because I did the other side before this video and I had to shave them down. So, to install said brake pads, it's very easy. Fold them over, set them on top of either side of the two pins, and then just rotate them in place. You'll hear two noticeable clicks. Just like that. They're in place. Now you squeeze your brake handle. You can see them moving a little bit. And see if the drum will fit. No, it will not. They're going to have to be shimmed down, because they'll let all the tension out of this. They can't get closed anymore. And the drum won't go on. So I'm going to have to shave them down. So, I've made a custom jig for that. The last one I had to shave down, I had to shave to 15-30 seconds, a drill bit. And I do take me a clamp, like such, like that. I mean, these things are made to take some pressure, but just don't kill them. Put this clamp in the vise and drill it out real quick, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, freshly back from the drill, if you can notice. That's actually mostly round now. Bet they'll fit. So, once again, either side of the two pins, flip them up. Two clicks. Take our drum. She fits, now I just gotta get her to go over that second bearing. She'll cooperate. Well, then again, this bearing's not very happy now, is it? And there ain't no pulling it off either. I'll pack some grease in there real quick. You can see how floppy that is. That has to be changed. But it's seized on the shaft. So I can't remove that. So I'm going to pack this with a little grease real quick, and then I'll be right. Well, I'll just do it real quick. All right here. Grease is right here. I'm not in a rush. I know y'all probably ain't. You're out here watching my YouTube videos, so you don't really have anywhere to be. That'll do. I'm not worried about the grease on the pads. They get much worse on them. There we go, much better. Still sounds horrible, but it'll hold. We'll put a little spacer back in there. I don't know why she don't want to line up. There it goes. Alright. Now, I'm going to take this spacer, put it back in there, wheel nut, put it back on. Probably going to have to use the 15/16 to tighten it, because it's still not happy. Tight. Yep. Cotter pin. Yes, I'm reusing it. Get over it. I mean, it's not like these things go through a lot. I gotta understand if it was a very, precarious situation, like holding somebody's life in line. But it's not under any torque force, none of that, so it's not really important. I mean, it needs to be there, but you could use a freaking hair clip for all I care. Dust boot back on, though it's not doing much on this four-wheeler. So you can hear we have the brakes rubbing. As you pull that, they tighten up. I'll actually let a little more slack out of that. And you can see there, tie rods are a little loose. So is the kingpin right here. Now would be a good time to grease that. I just did not too long ago. I know it's good. That's why I know it's wore out. But I'm going to put the wheel back on, and it'll be time to go for a ride. Or, in my case, it'll be time to do the back brakes. So, I'm going to do another video later on how to do the back brakes. If y'all are still watching, which you might be, might not be, I don't know. Maybe you just like the way I sound. Some people are weird like that. Put the wheel back on just for you. Because some people don't know how to do that. I'm actually surprised. When I was going to school, little known fact, I went to Southeastern for a while. You would not believe how many people did not know how to change their oil, check their oil, or so much as change a flat tire. They got a flat tire, they did not know what to do. They all wanted to call AAA and stuff and have them come out and charge a ton of money. To change the tire when it's super easy. There you go. Brake job finished. Here's the old pads if you wanted to see them. But that's it. Now when you squeeze the brake handle, it won't let the four-wheeler roll. When you let go, it rolls. Hope that was helpful. If you enjoy my videos, please comment, rate, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Have an awesome day.